Hi, it's Emily from Mind Tools for Kids, and I am super excited to introduce you to our new Brilliant Brain series, where we will be looking at just what's going on in here to help you show up and do all the great things that you already do, because you have the most brilliant brain. Now, it's really helpful for us to imagine that our brain actually has three parts, because that can help us to start to understand how those parts can work together. Now, I really like to think of those three parts as being three brilliant brain friends. And our three brilliant brain friends, when they're getting on really well, do incredible things to help us run our body, our feelings and emotions, and the thinking part, so that we can learn, grow, and do incredible things. It's a little bit like this. The bottom part of our brain, where our neck meets the top of our head, is where our spinal cord is. And that part of our brain is called, for some, the reptilian brain, because it's the most ancient part of our human brain, and it's a part that's been around for many, many years. And we call it our reptilian brain because reptiles, that's the brain that they have. Let me show you my reptile. I've got my Lenny the lizard here. And the great thing about the reptilian brain is that it runs our body. It's interested in keeping our body working in the right way. It helps our brain to get the signals it needs from other parts of our body. It helps blood to pump round our body to keep us alive. It helps our lungs to breathe. It sends tiny signals around so that we can stand tall, we can jump, we can skip. And your reptilian brain grows with you when you're a tiny baby in the womb, before you've even been born. It's the part that likes to be fed, that likes to have nutrition, water, likes to be hydrated, and the type that needs good sleep. It's a very, very special part of our brain, because without this, we wouldn't be able to move our bodies and do all the things we need to do to stay alive. So our Lenny lizard is a very important brain friend for us, and we can look after our Lenny lizard by helping him to stay moving, to have lots of nutrition, which means healthy foods that our body needs, and to stay hydrated. And we'll be learning a little bit more about that in another video. I now want to introduce you to another one of our brain friends. This brain friend, Milo monkey, lives in a part of our brain that we sometimes call the mammalian brain. And that's the part just a little bit higher up. And we call it our mammalian brain because a monkey here is a mammal. And monkeys are very, very similar to human beings with how their brain works. Monkeys care, they have emotions, and they have feelings. And you've probably seen from watching documentaries and things on TV that monkeys love to bond with their babies and to spend time with each other and to preen each other and to connect and look after each other. And our Milo monkey part of our brain is very, very similar. Your Milo the monkey loves to feel and have emotions and connect and have nice relationships with other people that care too. And your Milo the monkey works really, really hard with your Lenny the lizard brain to keep your body safe. These two love to work together to keep you safe from danger in particular. You might have heard of fight, flight, or freeze, and this is something, an ancient thing that our body instinctively does to keep us safe, and it's these two guys that work together to get it done. If your Milo the monkey thinks that you're in danger, or that there's a threat, or there's a predator, imagine like a lion about to chase you, he would send tiny little signals to your brain all the way down to your Lenny lizard to tell him that you need to stop thinking, stop doing everything, we need to be safe. And then tiny little signals will go all the way through our nervous system in our body, all the way down into our arms and legs. to tell us to get out of there, to get away from danger, to tell us to stop because there's a threat, or tell us that we need to freeze so that we can't be seen by that predator. It's a really, really primitive thing that you'll see many, many clever animals, mammals, do. You might see it in the wild. You'll see animals running away from things like lions and tigers. But guess what? We don't really spend a lot of time now as human beings running away from lions or tigers. But sometimes our brain will fire off the fight, flight or freeze because it thinks that we're in trouble or there's a threat. And those are the times when we might become a little bit more stressed or have a meltdown or lose control of our emotions. But that's okay. And we'll learn a little bit more about that in another video. But we have another brain friend too. And this brain friend, Orla the owl, lives right at the top here in the part of our brain that's actually just behind our eyes. And this is called the prefrontal cortex. That's a big word. This is our learning brain. And I'll show you on here now. This is my brain model. So we've got the part where your Lenny lives. We've got the part in here where your Milo monkey lives. And then here at the front, we've got the part where your Orla owl, your thinking brain friend lives. Now, your Orla the owl is growing and developing with you, and she won't be fully grown and developed until you're really into your 20s, until you're fully an adult, because she is the part that is all about learning and growing and putting things together to make sense of all the stuff that you're introduced to in your life. She loves to learn languages and have working memories and keep you organised and learning different things. She's a really important part of your brain, and she works really well with your other two brain friends when they are nice and calm. When your emotions and your feelings are nicely managed and your Milo feels safe, and when your Lenny lizard is running your body well, then your Orla the owl can do her great job. And she can start to help them both to understand more about what's going on in the world so that they can learn and they can make sense of the world too. So when our brain friends are working together, our brilliant brain is doing a fantastic job to help us have a healthy body, to have great feelings and emotions inside, and to start to learn and make awesome connections with everything that there is around you. These brain friends are awesome, and you can learn more about them because the more you learn about them, the more you can understand your own feelings, your own sensations in your body, and make sense of your own thoughts. So I would love you now to make sure that you've downloaded and printed off the Brain Friends cheat sheet so that you can learn a little bit more about your Lenny, your Milo, and your Orla. And I will see you in the next video.